from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
A booster club at one Henrico High School takes issue with the decision to cancel winter sports, and Henrico sets a one-day COVID-19 record. We'll have details in today's Henrico News Minute for Thursday, December 10th, 2020. It's brought to you today by Henrico Area Mental Health and Henrico County.
And now for the news.
Well, Henrico County Public Schools' decision to cancel winter sports is not sitting well with one high school booster club. The Mills-Godwin Athletic Association's Board of Directors yesterday penned a letter to Superintendent Amy Cashwell and copied the school board on it, asking Cashwell to reverse the decision to cancel the sports. Association members wrote of their, quote, extreme disappointment, end quote, about the decision and the manner in which HCPS made it, alleging that it was made at the last minute without any input from the board, staff, parents, or students, and also without the input of the 9 student activities directors at the county's high schools. Officials asked Cashwell and board members to reconsider the decision immediately. Now, Henrico school spokesman Andy Jenks disputed the claim that the student activities directors were not consulted, saying, quote, while we share in the collective disappointment surrounding our approach to winter athletics, we feel the letter unfairly diminishes the extent to which we sought input from our directors of student activities. Of course, we sought input from our 9 school-based DSAs who contributed important perspective that was then considered by HCPS leadership. We also sought advice from HCPS school health services experts as well as state and local health officials, end quote. The Godwin Athletic Association's board is led by President Allison Unowitz, according to its website. Wednesday was another record high for new COVID-19 cases reported in one day in Henrico with 159. Since Saturday now, the county has witnessed 730 new confirmed cases. That's nearly 8% of all cases reported in the county during the pandemic. Henrico is now averaging 127 new daily cases during the past 7 days. That's up from an average of just 68 cases a day less than a week ago. Despite the rising case counts, the county's positivity among PCR tests conducted during the week ending December 5th has dropped just slightly from 8.1% December 4th to 8% the following day. About 1,150 PCR tests are being conducted each day. And if you are one of those 730 Henrico residents who's tested positive in the past few days, one of the first Virginia Department of Health officials you may hear from is Giselle Rosas. She's a Henrico Health District contact investigator. Her role is to call Henrico and Richmond residents who test positive and give guidance on self-isolation and collect information about close contacts. She's been in the position since June when the VDH started expanding its COVID-19 containment team. And today on HenricoCitizen.com, we take an in-depth look at that team and exactly how a new case is passed from one official to the next. You can read this story by visiting HenricoCitizen.com and clicking on Community. Well, no surprise here if you've been paying attention to COVID numbers in the last few weeks, but Henrico Health District officials are urging folks not to travel or gather with anyone outside their immediate household during the coming holidays. But for those who are traveling somewhere, there are a number of testing opportunities scheduled between today and next Friday. 6, in fact, that'll be hosted by the Henrico and Richmond Health Districts. 3 of those will take place in Henrico County, including Friday from 1 to 3 at the Eastern Henrico Health Department, December 15th from 10 a.m. to noon at the same location, and December 18th from 10 a.m. to noon at Regency Square. Now, each of those 3 events will be drive-through only. You can register for any of them by calling 205-3501. The Richmond Health District also is offering flu vaccinations from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. every weekday in December except for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The office is located at 400 East Carey Street in Richmond. If you have questions, or want more information, you can visit www.rchd.com. And now that we're getting closer to the rollout of the first wave of COVID vaccines, the Better Business Bureau of Central Virginia is warning people to look out for scams related to the vaccines. Fake COVID testing kits and treatments already have entered the market, and there's also been an increase in con artists using robocalls to pose as government officials, according to the BBB. Officials there encourage folks to research carefully about COVID-19 updates through official news sources and information from their healthcare providers. You can always stay with us at the Henrico Citizen, and we'll keep you updated.
Every 12 minutes, a Virginian dies from an opioid overdose.
Every 12 minutes.
Opioid overdoses are on the increase in Henrico. Yes, the opioid epidemic is still impacting residents in Henrico.
But you can help.
To find out what you can do, go to bouncebackhc.com.
That's bouncebackhc.com. Knowledge is power, including learning about naloxone. That's naloxone, which can temporarily reverse the toxic effects of an opioid or heroin overdose.
Get informed, get help, save a life.
Go to bouncebackhc.com. That's bouncebackhc.com.
To equip yourself with the knowledge to help our residents and the community of Henrico County against the opioid epidemic.
Knowing what to do will allow you to be prepared to save a life. Go to bounceBackHC.com today.
That's bounceBackHC.com or call 804-727-8515.
That's 804-727-8515. Directly for substance abuse services.
This message is sponsored by Henrico Area CSB Prevention Services.
MEDARVA Healthcare has announced a second virtual science fair on the heels of one it conducted earlier this year that took place after schools shut down and science fairs were canceled. The new one begins today. It's free and open to any Richmond area student in grades 6 through 12. Those students are encouraged to begin working on their submissions now, which will be accepted from April 1st to May 15th. Winners will be notified by June 1st. The organization's first virtual science fair received 56 submissions, and a student from Godwin was the winner of the senior division, while another from Moody Middle School won the junior division. A team of judges will score the student entries for a chance to win one of three monetary awards, $500, $1,000, or $1,500 in both the middle school and high school categories. To learn more, you can visit www.medarva.com/virtual science fair. MEDARVA is spelled MEDARVA. And it's that time of the week when we publish a roundup of local property transactions from the past week. Today's report takes a look at the November 25th through December 1st sales. We pull a sampling of home sales in the county so you can get a sense of what they're going for in your area. You can visit henricocitizen.com, click under News, and then on Property Transactions to view the list. Today's Henrico News Minute is brought to you in part by Henrico County. How did Henrico County respond to the challenges of 2020? By taking bold steps to strengthen its connections with residents, businesses, and other stakeholders. That's one of the many takeaways from County Manager John Vitolkis' State of the County address. This year's presentation is all virtual due to COVID-19. To check it out, go to henrico.us and click the link at the top of the page. Connect with your county at henrico.us.